Palace this weekend, and if we can start off with Vinny O'Connor from Sky Sports, please.
Hi, Carlo. Hope you're well.
Hi.
Just to start with, Carlo, it's been nice to see Jean-Philippe Gbamin involved with the first team training. I just wonder how he's performed in training and how ready he could be to be involved at Premier League level. Could he even be involved on Monday night?
Gbamin is really good news. He's 2 weeks that he trained this week. He trained last week. He did well. He feels comfortable. He's in a good condition. I think that the medical staff did a fantastic job on him. He's ready to play. Of course, we have to consider the fact that he didn't play for at least 1 year and a half, because the last game it was in August 2019. But we can say he's back. He's back. I don't know if he's going to play on Monday, but for sure he will be involved. He will be available.
And the fact that you have that option soon, Carlo, open to you, how different is he in terms of physicality to some of the midfielders you have at your disposal at the moment?
No, now we have at least all midfielder available, apart Delph and Bernard that are not available. But I think that Gbamin put in the squad physicality, of course, put in the squad quality, and put in the squad a strong desire to play. So it's like to have a new players, because we didn't have him, and we are really pleased to have him back.
Does that mean Doucouré is ready to return as well?
No, Doucouré no. Doucouré is out. At least his recovery is going well, but we have to be patient with him.
Just to check on the other injuries, Tom Davies and Ben Godfrey came back with knocks. How are they? And are Jordan Pickford and Robin Olsen ready to come back into the squad?
Davies and Godfrey had a little problem, but I think that they will be available on Monday. Davies trained with the team without problem today. Godfrey, he did individual session, but he will be available for the game. Not available Jordan Pickford, because he still has problem, and Olsen he will be available. Olsen is okay.
I suppose though as well. Yeah, I suppose though the way João Virginia has performed has given you more than another option there in your goalkeeping ranks, and has increased the level of competition there.
Yeah, of course. Virginia did really well. So we are really well covered in the goal with 3 good goalkeepers, and of course we hope that Jordan is going to recover soon, because I think we need him for the end of the season.
How is James? Is he 100% fit now? And what difference could that make to the creativity within the side, which obviously at times has seemed to be a problem, particularly at home?
James is well and is a good condition. He trained well in this break. He's motivated, and his physicality is good in this moment. And so he's going to put more quality, of course, in our attacking play.
Obviously, you've got this game against Palace, then Brighton. That's before that run of games against Spurs, Arsenal, Villa, and West Ham. Effectively, then, European qualification is in your own hands, Carlo. So what is your message to your players now with 10 games to go, knowing that they can seal European qualification?
It will be an exciting race, because a lot of teams are involved there. We are convinced that we can do well. We can reach a European position. Of course, we have to fight every game. Every game will be like a final, because there are 10 games in our hand. This is true. We have to improve the home run that was not good, and we have to start against Crystal Palace.
Finally, for me, Carlo, and it's just away from the game, because we've seen more instances of hate and abuse online, to the extent where Thierry Henry has taken himself off social media to protest against the lack of action from the social media companies. Is that something that you've considered yourself, as you're one of the few managers on social media? Or is there another way, is there another route that you could maybe get a stronger reaction against this kind of abuse and online hate?
Yeah, I think it was a good reaction from Thierry Henry to take it, to close his social media when there are abuse. Is the only way to do this, just to inform the company that is not acceptable, and so total and fully respect for his decision.
Thanks, Carlo. Good luck.
Thanks, Vinny. We'll go to Alison from Premier League Productions next, please.
Hi, Carlo. Good to see you.
Hi.
I just want to focus on your relationship and your long rivalry with Roy Hodgson. The first time you faced each other back in 1996 when he was at Inter and you were at Parma. I just wonder if you can talk to us about some of those early memories and the kind of relationship you have these days.
That was not the first time that I met Roy, because I was assistant coach of the national team, and I spent 1 week to watch his training session when he was with Switzerland. He was really kind with me. We talked there when he was in concentration, and that was the really first time. We have a lot of respect. I spoke yesterday with Saki, that was his birthday, and he said to me, say hello to Roy, because we still have a good relationship, and this is a really respectful manager, because he did really well everywhere.
We've spoken already a bit about James Rodriguez, and he's talked about how he has a very good father-son relationship with you. I just wonder if we can hear your angle of that, and also how important he'll be for that final push, coming back at just the right time for that push for European football next season.
I think it's important for us to have back James at his best, because at the start of the season he did really well. He helped a lot, above all in front in the attacking play, the teams to score goals. We hope that he will do the same today. I am quite confident, because I see him well in training, working well and showing a good condition and a good attitude. We hope that everything will be okay. The relationship is good, I know, but I think that my target is to have a good relationship with everyone, and so showing to them respect, and I would like to say that show me respect. It happens in this moment, and I think this is the reason, because the relationship is good with everyone.
This international break can be quite a nuisance for some managers. For you, though, is it a different story, because it's allowed you to get many of your players back to fitness, and also perhaps halted a bad run of 3 defeats, 2 league defeats in an FA Cup?
No, I think that this break was good for us, because first of all, we didn't have injury in the national teams. That is good. All the players came in a good condition, and then we were able to recover important players like James, like Gabamen, like Olsen. So the squad is ready to fight for the rest of the games that we have.
And just finally from me, you've already addressed it, Everton's inconsistency, particularly at home. With a manager as experienced as you are, how difficult is it to deal with that inconsistency? Is there anything you can tell us that you've been specifically working on to try and get more consistency?
No, I think that the reason was because with the games that we tried to put more quality in front, we lost balance. And so we have worked on this, and we are working on this to put quality in our play, that because we have players that can play with better quality, and to try to keep the balance that we were used to have when we played defensive matches.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Thanks, Alison. We'll go to Alistair from the BBC next, please.
Hi, Carlo. You just mentioned international breaks there. Do you enjoy them on a personal level, the break, or do you miss the football?
No, in this particular period, I enjoyed because I think it was a busy schedule from December, and we needed to have a little bit of relax, of course, and also the players. I think that the players that were not involved in the with the national teams um, help. They help this period without pressure, just training and to improve their condition.
And for you, on a personal level, did you get a chance to have a refresh your mentality? Did you have a break as well?
Yeah, I think that there was one of my old managers that was used to say, our job is the best job in the world, but the only problem is there are games sometimes. And so the fact that there are not, the game is is a fantastic job. You have no pressure. You are just focused to train, but is the match at the end give to you the emotion that you need, and you need, and the emotion is the most important part of your job. Sometimes it's positive. Most of the time was positive for me in my career. Sometimes it's negative, but we have to be able to manage this, the negativity.
Thanks, Alistair. We'll go to Mike Hughes, please, Radio Merseyside.
Hi there, Carlo.
Hi.
First chance we've had to have a chat with you since the great news last week about the stadium. How important could it be to Everton's long-term future, and how have the players responded to the news?
Oh, man, everyone at the club was really happy for the fact that finally we are able to start to build a new stadium, and of course, it's an important step for the future of this club. And so, for this reason, I think that the fact that we will be able to reach European next season could be a good step forward.
And Michael Keane has been one of your most consistent performers since football returned after the first lockdown. Surprisingly, he was left out of the England squad for the World Cup qualifiers. Are you maybe slightly concerned that could have a negative effect on his confidence, perhaps, because he has confidence issues in the past?
No, I spoke with him. He trained really well, focus. I said to him, it can be an opportunity. The fact that you are not in the squad to improve your quality, to be more focused in the last 10 game, because at the end you want to be in the squad when the Euro 2020 will come, and I think that he has the possibility to be there. He has to do well, and as I said, Gareth Southgate is really focused on games, and he has a look on every game. And if Michael does his best, he will be in the squad.
10 games to go, 5 at home, 5 away. It's all up for grabs. What's it going to take for you and the players to reach your target? Because there has been progress this season, but it's been sort of on occasions 2 steps forward and 1 step back.
No, I think that we did well until now, because if they ask us where you would like to be in the last 10 games of the season, we answered, we could answer we want to stay and to fight for European position. We are there. Difficult games, yes. Important games, but the target is there. And if we are consistent, if we are brave, I think that we can reach the target.
And in terms of Crystal Palace, what sort of threat are you expecting from them? Because on their day, that they can be a really dangerous side, but they have an opposite side to them where that they can lose games heavily as well.
Like all the teams in Premier League are difficult to beat. They have their own quality, really well organized, really clear identity, dangerous players in front, and so like usual, we have to be focused, we have to be concentrated, and we have to be brave. We have to be brave because I think we need to win.
Thanks, Mike. We'll go to Carl Markham, Press Association, please.
Hi, Carlo. Just a quick one from me. Can you just clarify on Pickford how much longer you expect him to be out for? Because I think the anticipation was he would be back for this game.
Not sure how long it will be. He is improving day by day, but he didn't still work on the pitch until now, and then maybe he will start next week to train on the pitch with the goalkeeper coach.
Okay, and just finally in the open section, we'll go to Louis Restrepo, please.
Hello, Carlo. Hola, how are you?
Thank you.
How do you rate, until now, James Rodriguez's performance in this season?
I think he did well. He did well until his condition was good, and after that, he played a lot of games at the beginning. He started to have problem, and he lost a little bit his condition. He was back, but he was not 100%. But also, when he was not 100%, he did really good performances against Man United. He scored against Leicester. So his season is good until now. Top at the beginning with more difficulty in the middle. I think that at the end, for the fact that he recovered well and properly, he is going to do his best.
He always says, and he kept saying that he learned a lot from you, and he's even in Everton because of you. What do you say to him about in which aspect he has to improve to be better in the Premier League then? I mean, which is your advice?
No, I don't have to tell him how to improve because his quality, as I said, his top is important to keep him in good condition, and so for this we have to take care of him in training, do specific exercise as he did in this break, and to keep him in good condition.
Okay, thank you, everyone. That's the end of the open section of today's press conference. We'll now move on.